January 20th, 2020. From 8 Penn Center Building 8, which is 17th and JFK in Philadelphia. Up Broad Street. You'll pass 858, the Met Building on the left, to get to Johnny Ring Garden. It's altogether 2.5 miles.
Sources also tell me after they made their first 911 call, there was an 8-minute after they say there was a 911 call for an officer down in the cemetery 8 minutes later.
They made so you're going to have a first 911 call referencing 8, 17th JFK. It's building Penn Center 8. The Met Building on Broad Street is 8:58. The timing of the bombing is set for 8:48. 15 minutes later, 9:03, 9:33, 12 noon. They're all my numbers. It's 2, it's 3, it's 55. 5:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. 2-3 bypass. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something if all these events were going to happen, but then now they won't? I wonder what they would do if somebody actually could predict what they were doing. Like if somebody could actually predict what the elite are doing, and it's true. Apparently mine aren't, because none of this has happened. But if it was true, and somebody actually did predict it, would they well, I guess it depends on if it's just somebody predicting, like in a neighborhood somewhere, who cares? But if it's on a platform like this, the first 9/11 that happened, if there was somebody out there that was paying attention to all their signs, because I'm sure you could have figured out that 9/11 was going to happen on that day and at that time, with all the stuff that they said beforehand. I'm sure you can find it where someone's talking about 9:03, and then 2 years later at 9:03 the airplane hit, because that's what the elite do. They make it so obvious and aware years on in advance. So I can keep predicting and predicting and predicting, and what I'm predicting is the end event. There's an end event. If that end event doesn't happen in my lifetime, well then I'm going to have to be convinced that they canceled it. But other than that, I'm looking forward to this end event, because it's a point where all talk has to stop and just action happens. Everybody who was talking, everybody who's putting out action, like these guys here, this is their action. They're putting out this action. Not everybody that's there is involved, but the whole scene is set up as an act. And then they just tell you where they're going to head next. They give you the references, where it's at. It's all about the Yates, because this is Tony Yates, who's reporting live in Jersey City shooting. Multiple people dead in that supermarket. The cemetery, which is the William Penn Building in Philadelphia. 8 minutes later, that bodega is down the road. It's 3 blocks exactly. It's 1.9 miles, just like Tony Yates said, of evidence in this shooting here in Jersey.
Later, that's when that active shooter scene started to unfold, where Tony Yates is. Right now, we've heard
Tony Yates. Right. Tony Yates.
some helicopters in the air. It could very well be our news helicopters or police, law enforcement helicopters, because we do.
But you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it, just as long as the right people hear it. The ones that are creating these events. You know, there's Masonic Lodge right there. That's at 17th and JFK. In Philadelphia, it's at the beginning of JFK. And your Comcast building over here. And your number 8 guy, who's, I don't know if that's the guy that they showed, but they made sure that they showed his 8 helmet. It's at JFK Boulevard, where this is, in Jersey. It all points to Philadelphia. Everything points to Philadelphia. Everything points in that direction. And everything's pointing very soon. This is not... This thing that is going on can't be prolonged very much longer. Like Jonathan Click, he can't continue to prolong what he's doing. He can't hop on in 2 weeks from now and tell you he's getting ready to ring the bell. He can't hop on 2 weeks after that and say he's just about getting ready to ring the bell. When he rings the bell, do you think nothing's going to happen? Like you're not going to see anything in the world happen? Or are you going to see something along the lines of some kind of crisis scene that he's going to put his fingerprints all over it and let you know that that's who it is? Going into this, I do understand that if I am right, if I did get the prediction correct, but it doesn't happen, because that's how I got to look at all angles. I got to look at the reality of things. But then I have to also understand that nobody can predict the future. You just can't predict what's going to happen. Just like all those football games. Every single football team that I picked, it's not like they didn't just lose. They got destroyed. Baltimore Ravens, they didn't even get it past the first round. They got demolished. The only prediction I got right was that the Eagles were going to make it into make it to the playoffs, and there was going to be a bombing at Lincoln Financial Field. That didn't happen. If all of this continues on and nothing happens this entire year, it's going to be suspicious to me. But the ones that are on the inside, creating these events, listening right now, you think it's funny. You guys have a goddamn smile on your face because you think it's funny. I'm just saying, if I'm correct with any of these events that I'm saying that has not happened yet, it's fine. You guys can keep it for yourself. Because that's who I came for anyway. You guys. The ones that are on the inside looking out, that have the information. I'm talking to you. The eyewitnesses. You guys are the eyewitnesses. It's very easy, just like Steve said, to just change the script. You can easily just change the script. If a football team, if you had a pick, like the political mafia, if they had a pick for, let's say, the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl with the Eagles, or Seattle, I'm sorry, it was Seattle. When their cover is blown, according to Steve, this is Stephen James DeShawn, the one that wrote the book of Gematria that all of Hollywood knows about, and the government and everybody on planet Earth knows about Gematria. Where did it originate from? Who's claiming responsibility for it? Stephen James DeShawn is. I don't know anybody else who was claiming responsibility for it. So until somebody else does, I'm going to stick with that's the guy. And if anybody says he ain't the guy, that's because you're sticking up for him. You know that he is the guy. So that guy, Stephen James over there, he has the script in his hand. He absolutely has the script in his hand. And there's a bunch of other people that have the script too. You guys know what's going to happen. You're involved in it 100%. And, a lot of you are doing it for the right reason. Because you know that there's a lot of people that need to be taught something. They need to be taught just how to appreciate life and their creator. So if you guys are withholding this truth, I mean, how much longer can you withhold it for? You can do it for 3 weeks, 21 days. But that's all that the Bible's giving you. It's not giving you any more time than that to withhold this information. Changing the script. Is it possible? The world script that's being played out right in front of our face. We all know it's a script. It's willingly, people have willingly admitted that this is a script being played out. The ones from the inside. This is a script. It's being played out on planet Earth. How do you know? Like, nobody knows how it's going to go when the event takes place. When it happens, the second 9/11, that if they were able to change the world script, it's not going to happen. That second 9/11 just won't happen. At least not in Philly, because that would be too obvious, because that would give me too much credit. It would give me way too much credit. Just to, and it's like, it's to my subs alone. Just my subs alone. The ones that are not from the inside. What would you guys be afraid of? To let them know that I figured out your world script? Who cares? It's only a couple hundred people. What are they going to do? What are you guys going to do if the second 9/11 happened the way that I said it does? It will, in Philadelphia at the time and everything, and it happens. What do you do with that information? Like, what would you do with that information? You see it happening on the news. Here it goes. There it is. William Penn's hit, 17th JFK, the Met Building. It's the football stadium, the Super Bowl. It all is taking place right in front of your eyes. What do you do with that information? That's what the elite are deathingly afraid of. It doesn't matter if I have like 10 subscribers. They are fearful of that information getting out there. That there's someone on the outside that can possibly figure out what the world script is. Knowing that it's a world script. Knowing that you're being stalked. Knowing who's stalking you. Just knowing what the world is doing only by studying the stuff that has been interrupting my sports. You guys interrupt my sports, Steve. That's what you did. You, Jonathan Kleck, Obama, and now Trump. Well, I kind of stopped watching it once Trump, because I already predicted that he was going to win. Meet my wife and my son as my witness, that he was going to win, come from behind. They're going to think that they're going to win Hillary over there, and that's exactly what happened. And that was the beginning of me finding a platform like YouTube, hopping on there and just saying things that I feel like is true. Whatever's true is what I'm going to say. I don't care. It doesn't matter if anybody believes it. It's just one thing you can always count on Robin's Hood over here is to tell you the truth. No matter what, the truth is told, because there's not one secret that I have hidden that nobody knows about. There's not one secret that's out there. So there's nothing for me to hold back. And I know at the same time, if the government, the CIA, FBI, the NSA, the mafia, everything's all tied in one. If they wanted me to just disappear from the face of the earth, well, then that's what they would do. But why would they do that? Why? Because I figured out their script? All they got to do is just change it.
You know that
they created it, they can change it, and then they can just keep me in the dark, where nobody knows that what I said was true. that I knew that these events were going to happen because I picked it out in their videos. That's all it is. It's a game show. I win. I win. I already won. But you can easily change the damn script and keep that. Well, you can do one or two things. You can just make it, if you guys hated me, if you hated my guts, you could just keep that information to yourself and just cut me off of YouTube and just do away with it. Just let me go about my life. Nothing happened. Nobody knows anything, and just leave me be. I'm perfectly okay with that. Shut down my channel. Let nothing happen at all, which, by the way, would be world peace, the starting of it, but you wouldn't understand that until your kids are born, or 10 years down the line, where it started from, where it originated from. But I'm okay with that. You can not show any of these events that I predicted dead on, because that would make me look like somebody important. Somebody, a regular person on the outside, looking inside, figuring it out. You can do that. You can leave me alone. You can let me be. I'll shut up, and I'll just go about my business. I'll keep working. Eventually, I'll save up money to be able to put a down payment on a house that I can finally build with my own hands, and just do away with as many bills as possible. That's what my goal is. Yeah, of course I'm going to still work. I'll just keep working for my boss in Philadelphia right now. And then he'll be the one that helps me build my house when I'm ready to build it. So what? The events don't happen. Well, good. Then I saved thousands of people's lives, didn't I? But that's only if it was true. Now, the other thing you can do, because it is true, and you're concealing the truth, you're holding it, you're not playing it, you're not playing the events that are going to happen, because I gave a prediction that was dead on. You cannot create the events because of that reason and shut me off. You can still cut me off of YouTube. I won't try to get back up. I'm done. When I'm finished, I'm finished. There's nothing else to say. I did my part. You can take that information, shut me off of YouTube, and then build my damn house. That way, I don't have to pay for anything ever again because of the work that I did put in, the work that you guys do appreciate, the work that you've seen is for real. You can do that. Who do you tell? Who do I tell? Well, I have subscribers. I have phone numbers to people, emails. I can always get a hold of people and let them know that I'm still up, I'm still here. Or I can just go about my business and just live my life with me, my wife, my son, and retire on 144 acres. The house is going to be 144,000 square foot, and I'm going to have a farm. It's a farm. I want my chickens because I just want to eat eggs. And I can grow any vegetables that I want. Fruit, good fruit. It'll taste delicious. Make my own wine. Have horses. You know, basically like one of all types of different animals. Well, two. A male and a female. That way I can breed them. I won't have any room for dinosaurs because they don't exist. Or Here's the other option. You let the events play out in the world, in Philadelphia, at the Super Bowl. Stop prolonging it. Don't prolong it anymore. You already started when the Ravens lost, because because 3 weeks from that time is 21 days from there is the Super Bowl on 2/2/2020. You can follow through. Remember the options. Remember the first two options. Take the information, shut me down, don't help me with anything with retirement for the work that I put in that does follow me, and just ignore me and let me be. I'm still fine with that too. Is it fair? Who cares? I did my work over 1,000 days and then I'm done. So be it. I learned a lot. I learned how to deal with people. I learned how to tolerate people. I learned how to get criticized. And I learned how to just keep going every single day. It doesn't matter. The amount of demons that I've slain in my own head just by doing that alone are astronomical. Because who's telling you not to get up and do a video? Who's telling you, any of you is right now, not to put your face in front of a camera and speak your mind? Who's telling you not to? Well, I've been told that a lot in my head. I just didn't listen to it. I heard it. I fought it. I didn't listen to it. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm alive. I'm working. I'm fine. I'm healthy. I feel great, better than ever. And it has everything to do with hopping on YouTube and just being able to talk and communicate with other human beings, and then to show like the evidence that I found all of it. So again, you can either do that first option or the second one. You can take that information and it's like one hand washes the other. All I want to do is just build my own house, stop wasting 8 hours a day at work when it's unnecessary, when on God's green earth everything was given for free. So everybody out there that has been greedy, just know that you're not going to exercise your free will all the way to the fullest. Exercise your free will all the way to the very end. That's why everybody has free will. If you don't like it, do something about it. If you don't like the fact that you have to work for a living, then change it. Change it. Don't work for a living. It's your free will. You can choose not to work, but then also you can choose to starve. That's your choice. It's free will. Did they give us limited options for free will? Of course they did. Of course, they gave us limited options. It's like you can either free willingly go to Wawa in Philly or free willingly go to 7-Eleven. I mean, there's really only two choices of major food stores that are the convenience stores that, like Dunkin' Donuts. But there's really not any others besides those two. I think Cumberland Farms might be another one. But it's whatever the elite put out there for us, like Daddy, like thanks Daddy. That's what we get. So in order for me to stop working and wasting my time, there's other things that can be done, I'm sure of. Even just without me doing YouTube videos every day. I don't need to get on YouTube to do videos every single day until this stops. Something has to give. Something is going to give. So the third option is let it play out exactly the way you guys wrote the damn script. Stop holding what's going to happen like you're doing for the 21 days, because you can't keep showing me this stuff on TV and expect me not to figure out exactly what you're going to do next. You can't expect me to never get it. So allow it to happen. Let it play out. Let my subs, give them free will to believe what they want. What are they going to do with the information when they see it happening? What can you do with it? Who's going to care? Like, what are you going to do? Go up to somebody and say, oh my God, look, there's this person on YouTube that knew that this was going to happen. Well, is that what you're going to do? Of course you're going to do that. But who are you going to do it to? And who's going to believe you? Who's going to listen to you? Who's going to care? Just show them the timestamp and the video and the date, the timing of it, the dates on the video, the events, the predictions. Show it to them, and what are they going to do with it? They're going to take a picture of it and go show it to somebody else? Who knows? And who even cares? Why would they even care to take a picture of it? What are they going to do with it? You can't stop it. It already happened. You can't stop any of the further events from happening. The only thing that can happen is you're going to show people that I was right. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. Robin was right. Who's Robin? I don't know. Some Robin Hood guy said he predicted second 9/11. And it happened exactly the way he said. Oh, well, that's cool. What is he? Is he a prophet or something? I guess. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, no, because he got so many other predictions wrong. So he's a false prophet. So what? He got one right. But look at all the other ones he got wrong. You just go down. It's a laundry list. You can tell yourself that. You can not fight off that demon. You know, the delusional one. You cannot fight him off. Or you can just let it be free will. Let it be for you. If you want to give people free will, give it to them. Do we have free will? I'm saying we do. I'm saying we all have free will. We just have a limited selection. Push the unselect button. Stop prolonging the events. Grow a set of balls and let it play out. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid that people might think that I might be a prophet? I think that's what it is. But it's only my subs. You know me. I'm just that other guy. I'm another hey there. I'm a hey there. I don't call it prophesying. I call it studying the world script. That's what it is. If you take, it's like this. If you take these events off of TV and you stop, how the hell can I predict anything? I can't predict nothing. If everybody stops lying, I can't predict what's going to happen after that. When everybody continues to lie, yes, I'm going to tell you exactly where you're at next. I'm going to tell the grand old finale, 4321 Grand Junction Boulevard, the Grand Junction show. That's the finale. I'll always be able to show you where you're going to be next. But if you change the script because you're fearful that my subs alone, it's only my subs. You got to remember that too. It's only like 300, maybe 50 people that are going to hear the message in the entire world out of 7.7 billion people. Can that really go far? Like, even if all 350 seen the events happen, and you have the evidence right in front of you with the YouTube videos, the screenshots and everything, and you tell somebody, there's a possibility of well, at least 350 people knowing that there is somebody that predicted it. What do you label me as? I don't care what the label is. All I care is it true? Then let it be. Or is it that nobody is dying and you don't want that to be exposed, because when it does happen, I'm telling you, nobody's dying. In these events, of course everybody dies. Everybody dies. Not like they're saying. So are you afraid that you're going to get a wounded head? You got to remember, you're still going to live. You're still going to live. You're still going to get worshiped by the people that are going to worship you. You're just not going to get worshiped by 350 other people. Big deal. There's 7.7 other billion people to deceive. So those are your three options. Elite, eyewitness, breaking news. Everybody's so slick. So slick on the inside. Who else is predicting the second 9/11 like this? Anybody? You can have it in a different city if you decide to change the script up. You have Johnny go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because there's a William Penn building over in Pittsburgh. You can have him do it over there, and I'm dead wrong. Well, I mean, I'll get the second 9/11 part right, but everybody's talking about the second 9/11 now, so it doesn't make a difference when a second 9/11 happens, but it's not the way I said it is, because that's how they do it. I say it a year beforehand, and then they'll start saying it tremendously with all their mouthpieces to make it seem like, yeah, we already knew about it. Big deal. Again, the mystery light in the sky behind your house. Yeah, I just seen a star in the sky, and I asked my son, I said, how far do you think that star is? Like, how far does it look? And he's like, it looks like it's like 3 miles away. So yeah, that's about right, because it's pretty much it's about that. It is what it is, right in front of your eyes. What you see is what you get. So Elite, are you afraid to push the play button on the Super Bowl and then Philadelphia? Because 350 people might believe that I'm a good study. Like I'm a good student. That's all it is. I'm going to have 350 people say, hey, Rob, man, congratulations on that A+ that you got for cracking the world script. Like, thanks, man. All right, hey, see you next time. All right, I'll talk to you. That's all that's going to happen. It ain't like it's going to spread throughout the entire world. That can't possibly happen.